Firstly, let's take a look at our tourism performance. The Cayman Islands has welcomed a little over 1.7 million visitors, or 1,700,265 visitors to be exact, between January and December of 2023. 2023 was our first full year with our borders open, so we were pleased with that result. If many of you may remember, we were one of the last islands to open, so unfortunately our first full year was last year. It presented the third highest number of visitors on record, and it was 86% of our previous year. In respect to our source markets, the United States remained to be our primary source market for visitation, contributing to 83% of our total numbers of stayable arrivals. And Canada remained the second largest source market with 8.3% of our visitors. The third highest percentage of stayable visitors during the first quarter of 2024 came from the UK and Europe, which represented approximately 5% of our stayable visitors. This is an increase, though, of 14.9% when compared to the same period of last year. Visitors from Latin America represented 1.1% of our total visitation, but it's important to note that that number of visitors from that region increased by 21.4% compared to the same period of last year. In respect to visitation, looking at the first quarter of this year, the Cayman Islands welcomed 137,094 stayable visitors between January and March of this year. This is the second highest visitation figure for the first quarter arrivals in our island's history, other than the same period in 2019 before the pandemic. This year's January to March visitation numbers is 14.4% above arrivals of the same period of last year, which equates to 94% of our record-breaking year, 2019. Moving on now to our accommodation updates. The recent opening of Hotel Indigo earlier this month, on May the 9th, pushed us over the threshold of 8,000, and I'm so happy that my team was able to promote such development in our country for us to get to that threshold, raising our room stock in the Cayman Islands to 8,022. Hotel Indigo Grand Cayman, with its 282 rooms, is the first Indigo branded property within the Caribbean. It's also the first new hotel to open steps away from the 7 Mile Beach since Kimpton Seafire Resort and Spa in 2016. The other recent opening was Vida, which is a luxury boutique hotel focused on wellness, adventure, and sustainability. We are looking forward to adding 600 more rooms in Georgetown by the end of next year, with the opening of Hotel 1GT, the Grand Hyatt Hotel, and Hotel Kalani, which is a part of the Curo collection by Hilton. Looking at those properties individually, starting with Hotel Indigo, I had the pleasure of being at the opening of Hotel Indigo last week, and I can honestly say it was truly spectacular. Sorry, I dance a lot when I'm ready. Some of the hotel's key features include all the rooms have a water view. It has the only rooftop lounge in the Cayman Islands called Pom Pom. It's very interesting. There's a story behind it, but you got to come to the Cayman Islands to hear it. Which is at 10 stories high and lets you experience the views of the 7 Mile Beach and the Caribbean Sea, as well as our North Sound Harbor. In terms of dining, it offers a full-service poolside restaurant serving Caribbean-influenced cocktails, coastline, California-inspired fare, and complemented by beachside service with complimentary amenities. There's also a multi-concept in-hall dining featuring, see, that music got me going again. There's also a multi-concept dining hall featuring a coffee shop, an exhibition kitchen, a modern California-inspired restaurant, and a sushi counter. Vida is a new concept to the Cayman Islands, the other property we're speaking about. It is an intimate 22-room Ocean Adventure Lounge, where the focus is on wellness and exploring the rugged and unspoiled terrain of Barker's National Park in one of our second most populated districts of West Bay. It offers a curated menu of wellness experiences to our guests to enjoy, including mindfulness, nutritional consultation, yoga, and Reiki healing. Adventures at Vida can include kiteboarding, windsurfing, paddleboarding, diving, cycling, fishing, kayaking tours, and loads more. Its on-set restaurant called Nourish provides a culinary experience that reflects the bounty of Cayman's land and sea offerings, focusing on fresh, seasonal, and local produce, and fish with vegetarian, vegan, and gluten-free options. If you guys keep on playing music, I'm going to dance the whole way through this presentation. Just kidding. I've said many times before, you've heard our Director of Tourism say it many times before, airlift is the oxygen to our tourism industry, and the team at the Department of Tourism, led strongly by Ms. Rosa Harris, has built a hard-working team, working with the airline partners on a regular basis to ensure that we continue to expand our connectivity to our islands, and I'm pleased to say that they have delivered. According to the International Air Transport Association, better known as IATA, the Cayman Islands had 226,270 inbound airline seats in the first quarter of 2024 from the United States, Canada, UK, and Ireland. This represents a 21% increase, or just under 40,000 more seats than the same period of last year. Stayover visitation between January and March of 2024 was assisted by an increase in airlift capacity. During this period, we've had 243 more flights coming to the Cayman Islands than the same period of last year. Looking ahead now to the summer, there are some exciting route updates that highlights the level of interest and demand for our destination. Starting in December of this year, American Airlines will be offering direct flights between Dallas-Fort Worth and Grand Cayman through the winter period. The airline currently offers weekly service to and from Dallas through the month of May, and will have daily service in the summer starting on June the 5th, which is just a couple of days away, through to August the 10th. The daily summer service started in 2023. I'm happy to say we'll be continuing again this year. And Dallas has always been a very important market for the Cayman Islands, and the increase to daily service is a strong indicator that Cayman remains to have a strong relationship and is the preferred destination for Texans. Looking ahead now to the winter, we received confirmation yesterday that Sun Country Airlines will be adding a second flight on Sunday between Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Grand Cayman starting in February. I think I may have skipped the slide, didn't I? Oh, Southwest, how can I do that? I know Southwest is going to be mad at me if I forget about them. As of June the 4th, Southwest will be starting daily service between Orlando and Grand Cayman. This new route is the result of Southwest Airlines relocating its hub from Fort Lauderdale to Orlando. The opportunities for the Cayman Islands is to ensure that Southwest travelers have an efficient connection point from the West Coast and the Midwest Coast region of the United States. The Orlando Gateway also provides the Cayman Islands transatlantic connectivity with several daily routes between Orlando and the United Kingdom and the European mainland. Looking ahead now to winter, we received a confirmation just yesterday that Sun Country Airlines will be adding a second flight on Sundays between Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Grand Cayman starting in February of 2025 to increase to twice weekly service. Sunday flights start on February the 9th of 2025 and end on March the 30th of next year. This additional flight will add approximately 1,488 inbound airline seats to the Cayman Islands for the first quarter of 2025. Starting December the 21st, Sun Country will resume their weekly service on Saturdays between Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Grand Cayman. The route performed exceptionally well last winter with a 95% load factor. The performance and profitability of the route and the hard work of the team of the Department of Tourism in the Cayman also agreed and supported for the route to increase.